Johnny Depp once again broke the internet and surprised everyone by revealing hidden facets of his tumultuous yet fascinating life. He's been all over the news with shocking court drama, wild money ups and downs, and some real talk about his tough times. His life's a roller coaster that keeps everyone hooked. Dive into the gritty details and see what makes this superstar keep ticking. Before we continue, we ask you to subscribe to the channel as it is important to us. Johnny Depp's path in Hollywood wasn't straightforward. He originally came to Los Angeles from Florida with his band, The Kids, aiming to make it big in music. But then, Nicolas Cage, who wasn't famous yet, suggested he try acting to make some extra cash. Acting ended up paying off way more than music, and Depp rode that wave all the way to the top. For his part in the 2010 movie, Alice in Wonderland, Johnny Depp took a smaller paycheck up front, betting on the movie's success to pay off later. And it did, big time. The Tim Burton movie was a huge hit, and Depp ended up making $55 million from it, according to Celebrity Net Worth. That's one of the biggest earnings for a movie actor. At one point, Depp had made around $650 million in his career, but his fortune has dropped to about $100 million now. While that's still a lot of money, it's definitely a big dip. Johnny Depp was named People's Sexiest Man Alive twice, first in 2003 and again in 2009. He's also dated a bunch of famous celebrities, like Winona Ryder, Kate Moss, and Vanessa Paradis, who he has 2 kids with. But after splitting from his ex-wife Amber Heard, things got rough. They ended up in a heated defamation lawsuit in 2022. While Johnny Depp has had plenty of good times, he's also faced some serious lows. Johnny Depp turned to music at age 12 to get away from his rough home life. He would spend hours alone playing guitar, especially when his parents were fighting, which they did a lot before they finally split up. Depp moved around more than 30 times as a kid, which made him feel out of place even when he grew up. He also had a tough time with his mom, Betty Sue Palmer, who was pretty abusive and often hit her kids. Depp talked about these tough times during his 2022 defamation trial against Amber Heard. Despite all this, Depp's dad was a calm and kind guy, a stark contrast to his mom's harshness. Johnny Depp married makeup artist Lori-Ann Allison in 1983 when he was 20 and playing with his band The Kids. They moved to Los Angeles hoping to make it in music, and it was Allison who introduced Depp to Nicolas Cage. Cage suggested Depp try acting to make some extra money. Even though Depp started doing well in acting, his marriage to Allison didn't last and ended after just 2 years. Depp has talked about always feeling like an outsider and having trouble with relationships despite being famous. In 1997, he even said he felt lost and disconnected from people. In 2016, when Amber Heard accused him of abuse, Allison stood up for Depp, calling him gentle and kind. With that, his split from Winona Ryder left him devastated. Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder met at the Great Balls of Fire premiere in 1989 and starred together in Edward Scissorhands the next year. They were together for 4 years, and Depp even got a Winona Forever tattoo. After they split in 1993, he changed it to We Know Forever. The breakup hit them both hard. Ryder went through a huge emotional breakdown, her first big heartbreak, and Depp was so torn up he'd sometimes show up on set crying. Tim Burton, their director, noticed that Depp seemed like he was missing a piece of himself that Ryder used to bring out in him. In 2011, Johnny Depp mentioned he had some Native American roots, which stirred up some controversy, especially after he was cast as Tonto in Disney's The Lone Ranger. He said his great-grandmother was either Cherokee or Creek, but a lot of Native American groups doubted his claim. In 2013, Sonny Skyhawk criticized Depp and Disney for how they portrayed native characters in a chat with Indian country. The issue came up again in 2019 when Depp was in a Dior perfume ad that used Native American themes. This move was slammed for cultural appropriation, and after a bunch of backlash, including from indigenous activists on social media, the ad was pulled. We all know Johnny's money situation is always talked about. He often spends more than he has. Johnny Depp made a whopping $650 million over his career, Variety reports, but most of that money has vanished. Now he's left with a net worth of $100 million. That's still a lot of cash, but it makes you wonder, what happened to the other $500 million? $550 million. Turns out, Depp is asking the same question. Johnny Depp sued his former financial managers in 2017, claiming they hadn't paid his taxes for 13 years, but still took millions in fees, according to CBS News. He settled the lawsuit in 2018, but the details weren't made public. In a Rolling Stone interview, Depp opened up about his finances and addressed some wild spending rumors. For instance, he corrected the rumor that he spent $30,000 a month on wine, saying, "It's insulting to say that I spent $30,000 on wine because it was far more." There was also talk about him spending $3 million to launch Hunter S. Thompson's ashes. From a Canon, Depp clarified, by the way, it was not $3 million to shoot Hunter into the guy. It was $5 million. Johnny Depp has had some costly breakups. He reportedly gave Vanessa Paradis $150 million when they split. According to Hollywood Life, his divorce from Amber Heard cost him $7 million, as per The Independent. Depp has also been candid about his struggles with drugs and alcohol, particularly after River Phoenix's overdose outside his club, the Viper Room, in 1993, which was a major wake-up call. He admitted using substances to numb his emotional pain in a 1997 interview. He acknowledged the damage he was doing to himself, but felt unable to stop his relationship with Vanessa eventually helped him make a change. And by 2008, he realized the extent of the harm he had caused himself. Johnny Depp's struggles with substance abuse were a key issue during his 2022 defamation trial against Amber Heard. Dr. David Kipper, who testified, discussed Depp's efforts to get sober, detailing his treatment for dependence on alcohol, opiates, benzos, and stimulants. Despite Depp's anxiety about detoxing, Dr. Kipper emphasized his commitment to overcoming his addictions. Depp has also had several legal troubles. In 1989, he clashed with hotel security in Vancouver over a noise complaint, leading to a search warrant, assault and mischief charges. Then, in 1994, he trashed a New York City hotel room at the Mark Hotel during a rage about a friend's betrayal, causing nearly $10,000 in damages. When the police arrived, they found him calm with his then-girlfriend, Kate Moss. Amidst the chaos in 1999, Johnny Depp got into a scuffle with paparazzi outside Bell Restaurant in London, where he threatened them with a piece of wood and ended up detained for 4 hours. This incident is one of many where Depp has clashed with security and law enforcement. Depp also faced backlash for comments he made about the US in a 2003 interview with a German magazine, Stern. He called America dumb and likened it to a dangerous dumb puppy. He said he wanted his kids to see the US as a broken toy to briefly visit. After criticism, Depp clarified that his intent was to comment on America's youth compared to older civilizations like Europe and Asia, not to insult Americans. In 2017, Johnny Depp caused a stir at the Glastonbury Festival by joking about an actor assassinating a president. The White House condemned his comment, urging others in the entertainment industry to denounce such statements. Depp apologized, saying he didn't mean any harm. After Amber Heard hinted in a Washington Post op-ed that she was abused, The Sun labeled Depp a wife-beater, sparking several lawsuits involving Depp, Heard, and the newspaper. Depp claimed the scandal made Hollywood shun him, harming his career and delaying his film Minamata, calling it a Hollywood boycott. Warner Bros. also asked him to step down from Fantastic Beasts 3, with Mads Mikkelsen replacing him, though Depp was still paid in full. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us. We promise even better content. See you soon.